It's a Friday nightcap with Gary Jeff Walker on News Radio 700 WLW. Our next guest is maybe the least well-known, coolest radio guy that you may or may not have heard of. His name is Joe Strecker. He's come to be a friend of mine. It used to not be that way, but a lot of things used to not be.
We used to not be friends?
I don't know.
I
We weren't really friends. We never had hallway sex, but we just pass each other in the hallway and kind of grunt.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was before, like I said, a lot of things happened. I got a chance to work with Joe and get to know him, and Joe went through quite a transformation. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Joe, where are you at on your recovery?
My recovery?
From too many donuts.
Oh, wow. I'm about 200 pounds lighter than I was about 3.5 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What did it take for you to finally get on that trek? And
what happened? I almost lost my leg. Almost died. Yeah, that's tough.
People live without legs.
Well, yeah, but
this was more serious.
This is very serious. Almost died. So
was it a matter of diabetes or just
no?
The weight?
Well, what happened was I got injured, and I got a cut on my leg. And when you're that overweight, as I was, almost 500 pounds. You don't have really good circulation in your leg, so the wound never healed. Well, the wound got worse and worse and worse, got infected, and me being a guy, I didn't go to the doctor, and it just got worse and worse and worse,
so
and I developed cellulitis.
Yeah, and at that point too, you got sepsis and all those other things that come with it.
Yeah, got all that. Went in the shock. Happened on Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas.
2013. I still remember it well.
So you go into the hospital.
Yep.
You come out, and the doctor says you've got to lose this weight.
I go in the hospital, and I'm sitting in the hospital bed trying to get better, and one of the doctors that was there to treat my leg, he said, he was really candid, and he said, I know I'm just supposed to look at your leg, but I'm looking at your chart here, and you're about 4 years away from having a massive coronary. So I would think about maybe losing some weight. That's all he said.
That woke you up.
Oh, yeah, because when you're in a hospital bed, all you got is time.
Uh-huh.
You sit there and you lay there and you lay there and you got time. And that's what I thought about was, holy crap.
So what was the
4 years?
What was the first step in losing the weight? I mean, I know that's the first step mentally, but physically, what did you do when you got out?
Well, when I got out, the first thing I had was a meatball sub.
Nice.
That was Westside Jim hooked me up.
Uh-huh.
But seriously, I just decided I was going to do it on my own. I was just going to go on a diet, and because I've been on a million diets, and I kind of knew what to do, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it. Well, I did okay, but then I hooked up with a doctor that started advertising on the radio station.
Okay.
And, we kind of got together, and he said he would help me out.
So you developed a plan with the doctor.
Developed a plan with him, and I stuck to it. I'm like, I'm not failing this one.
I remember you back in the day, and then I remember when you had lost just massive amounts of obese flesh, and you started, like you were talking about running. Well, I got to run a marathon. I was like, what? I'm like about $165, and I'm not running a marathon. So I mean, it wasn't just diet. It wasn't just that lifestyle. It was a total lifestyle transformation. You started exercising. You started running, and so how many big runs have you done?
See, I did the half pig,
right.
13.1 miles, and I've done 24 5Ks,
right?
At least 25 or so 5Ks.
That's a lot. I mean, that made my heart rate speed up just hearing about it. But so now you're 200 pounds lighter.
200 pounds lighter,
and you've actually taken your experiences, and you're trying to help other folks now, right?
Well, Gary Jeff, I always thought radio was my calling.
Mm-hmm.
And
then you found out how much the business sucks.
Then I found out. Then I started working here and realized that it's calling me away. But I had so many people help me, and I couldn't have made it this far without all the people that helped me. So I wanted to give back to a lot of to people, and I wanted to help people that are going through the same struggle that I went through, because it's tough. And you go, people, there's alcohol addiction, there's drug addiction, there's all kinds of other different addictions, but people don't.
I resemble those remarks.
But people don't think of food addictions.
No.
And people just think it's so easy.
It is the same though.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it's
you've got an addiction personality. Whatever that addiction, whatever that devil happens to be, it's the same kind of mental approach that you have to take to defeat it.
Yeah, and people, will say, well, it's so easy. Just just put the fork down and eat less, and just eat eat broccoli instead of eating pizza. It doesn't work that way. I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, and I still I still have if I have a bad day, watch out. I mean, I could crash. Yeah. And there's been times where I have, admittedly. But I want to help. So I'm starting to help people. And I mean, I've been helping people.
Well, you actually took a class and got certified to counsel people.
Yeah.
Right?
Now I'm legally, well, I guess I was kind of legally before, but now I'm officially, I can help people. So I got certified as a health and wellness coach. That's to awesome. Help people who are going through the same thing that I went through.
Well, and I've told you before, and I've actually talked to you on the air before, but I reiterate, too, for you listening, is that not only was there a physical change in my friend Joe Strecker, but a mental change, and I know he doesn't like this reference, but kind of a spiritual change in Joe Strecker, just in the way he held himself, in the way he reacted and treated other people, and it's been remarkable to watch, man.
Oh, thanks.
It really has. It's just my friend Joe Strecker, and do you have any kind of contact if people are want to reach out or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to start. I'm going to have a website here. I'm trying to get a website started up. It'll probably be in January is when I want to launch it. But right now on Facebook, I got a Facebook page. It's Team470, and the reason why it's called 470 because that's how much I weighed.
Wow,
that was my max. And it's a team because I want it to be. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be a community of people helping everybody else. And if I can help facilitate that, then that's why it's a team.
Facebook, Team470.
Yep.
The guy's name is Joe Strecker, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
Oh, thank you, man.
All right.
Try to call you my friend, too.
We'll be right back. More Nightcap just ahead on News Radio 700 WLW.